Afternoon guys, from Penang, Malaysia. We arrived here last night after staying for more than a week in Langkawi, the first island after leaving Thailand. And to be honest, I had no idea what to film there. Hasn't been an easy one, so that's why I am going to show you around now. A place called Georgetown, which is basically the historical part of Penang. And this place here has got a lot of cultural mix. As you can see, the buildings, not all of them, but some of them, they have this colonial style, as this place here was overrun by different nations, like Britain, Dutch came here, the Japanese, even the Arabs, and so on and so on. Can't even name all of them. The history is quite complex, but as far as I know, the last country or nation that ruled here were the British. So you can see a lot of British influence on the buildings and stuff, but also a lot of Chinese influence here. As far as I know, around 50% of Penang believe in the Islam, and the other percentage are a minority of Christians, Buddhism, and also Hinduism. And to be honest with you, I have no idea. I didn't make any plans here, so I'm just go on with rolling tape, seeing if there is anything of interest to show you. And if not, I'm just gonna skip that part once I am editing this video, guys. But to be honest, it was quite a shock after leaving Thailand, arriving at Malaysia. That is such a difference. I mean, Thailand overall is really made for tourists. Let's see what this here is. But Malaysia has got more of a local vibe. As you can see, there is plenty of Chinese people hanging around here. So not only locals, but also a lot of Chinese tourists. I think the painting I just passed is very important part of the history. Have to check that out online later. But for now, just gonna walk here, keep on rolling tape, and show you around the buildings. As you can see here, the facade, the shutters up there are made from wood, which is pretty different to the culture in Thailand. I mean, after all the centuries of colonization, probably even they don't know where their roots are, but I can tell you, this is not easy. And by the way, apart from Chinese influence, there's also Indian influence. There's Little India here, a quarter where only Indians, or mainly Indians, live. They have got their own businesses and their restaurants there. And all over the island, you can also find a lot of temples like that one over there, which I don't know if it's yeah, probably it's a Chinese temple. Probably it's a Chinese temple, yeah. And there's also that kind of, I mean, more modern bicycle rickshaws here. What you can see back there in India. Yeah, and this must be a Chinese temple probably from the style, from the architecture. But let's get back. I think there is that famous, if I'm not wrong, Armenian street with the umbrellas. I'm just gonna walk through, show you a bit around. I just had a quick look before on the internet, so I don't have really an expert background, but anyways, the video or the pictures, they speak more than any text on the internet. So those are the famous umbrellas that protect you from the sun here during the day. By the way, it's very hot here. There's almost no breeze. The air is pretty dry. Today is March 13th, and the temperatures are rising up to 30 to 35 every day. So you really should avoid the heat of the midday. Now it's almost 6 o'clock and it's still so hot here. And that's what I meant before. There's different kind of religions all living together peacefully. We have got a huge mosque there, the biggest one I have seen so far on the island of Penang. I don't know if there is another one. So we are going to walk on here. That is probably one of the main roads here. By the way, traffic is horrendous here at the peak hours. We arrived here. We are at the port, crossing this tiny distance of probably just 1 or 2 kilometers last night, coming from Butterworth, the main island, the peninsula. And as soon as we arrived here, yeah, we were really surprised about the traffic here. It was completely jammed by cars, even at 9 p.m. in the evening. As I checked online today, there is a population of, I think, 1.5 million here living on this island, which is quite a lot for such a small place. By the way, you can cross by ferry, or you can also take a cab, because there's a bridge more down in the south, which is more expensive, obviously. But anyways, after 8:30 p.m. you have got no other chance than crossing by bridge. So overall, this country is not made for every tourist. I would say carefully, especially if you're arriving from Thailand, such a paradise, everything organized, clean, healthy and light food. You arrive here. Well, Malaysia also is kind of developed, but the food is much more unhealthy. They use a lot of sauces, gravy. They deep fry a lot of food. So it's not that easy to find healthy and nice tasting food here. Anyways, we are right now in a quarter called Little India, I suppose. There is lots of Indians. If you have been to India, you probably are gonna recognize that very quick. But this is some of them are they believe in Hinduism, and others they are Muslims. So they believe in Islam. And it depends where they are from. There is Tamil Indians from the south and other Indians coming from northern part of India. So let's continue here, guys. What I really like from the Georgetown, from the old city of Georgetown, is that the buildings are very small here. No huge blocks, like a little out of the historic center. Got all the Indian snacks here, which I remember from my 2 visits that I made to India. I didn't try any food here so far. Alright, put my camera down as there were a group of policemen on the motorbike. I don't know how they react here, but let's pay some respect to them. Don't want to get in trouble here, being a foreigner. There is some typical Indian, I call it. Yeah, it sounds to me like somebody is suffering from pain music. Hope it doesn't sound too disrespectful, but that's my impression. You've got all the colorful flowers here that they use for ceremonies and to decorate their gods and their temples. And yeah, I haven't tried any Indian food here so far. I just remember that during my visit in India, whenever you ask for non-spicy food, it was hell of spicy. You can't even imagine. You never tried food in India. And if you go to Indian restaurants in Europe or probably in America, they know about the spiciness, but inside their country it's a completely different thing. Anyways, this is already the end of Little India, as you can see here. The arc saying Salamat Datang ke, which probably means thanks for your visit, because Salamat Datang means welcome, which should be on the other side of that arc. No, it's not. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. Where are we gonna go now, guys? Alright. We are headed towards the Fort Cornwallis, which is also one of the remains of the colonial time here, and the British ruled. And as you can see, the buildings here, the facade also has that typical British style. It looks like you're walking in a quarter in London or somewhere there. Just have been once to London, so it's my impression, and also got a touch of Eastern Europe in my opinion at some point. Could be somewhere in Warsaw or in Poland or in Czech Republic. But then on the left side you have more rundown buildings, but overall this place is very well maintained. It's clean, comparing with Langkawi, where we stayed during 8 nights in a place called Kua. We decided not to stay where all the tourists are down in hold on, what is it called? Penang. Yeah, we wanted to see more of the local life there, but not too happy with that. There wasn't too much to see. By the way, Langkawi is a duty-free paradise or island. You can get very cheap alcohol and chocolate if you're looking for that. But in my opinion, if you're just going there to buy cheap booze, it's not really worth it. You can get it somewhere else in any other country. And look there, it also looks like a palace somewhere in, I don't know, in Hungary or Budapest, for example. Doesn't really look Malay, at least that's my opinion. Yeah, and also what I realized, some of the buildings, they just look really ugly, like very run down, very industrial. But overall, they're trying to give a good impression, a good image to the visitors here. Alright, see you when I arrived at the fort, guys. And that building over there is the so-called Swettenham Pier. That's where we arrived last night by ferry. It's also a pretty much looking colonial style building from the Brits. And this is the place where I'm headed now, to the Fort Cornwallis. And not only there is interesting buildings from the past here around, there's also a beach. You can get up a hill by a cable car. That is pretty close from here. So there is lots of things to keep yourself entertained during your travels here in Penang. And this is the famous clock tower here in commemoration of Her Majesty Queen Victoria's. Unbelievable. I think it was in the 18th century when the Brits ruled here, so not too long ago. And this here looks like the fort. I don't know if I can get in or if that is closed at this time of the day. But already from outside you can see that it has got this British or Middle Age style. You have seen other forts within Europe. You probably know what I'm talking about. It looks still open. I don't know if there is any fee you have to pay. Oh yeah, there is. It's actually 100 Malaysian ringgit, which is quite a lot. This is around 22 euros. Also. Alright, so I just realized I think this is not the proper entrance of the fort. It's more like the entrance of that beer garden or outdoor restaurant. Some snack stalls over there. But we sneaked in, guys. Because to be honest, I'm not willing to pay that amount of money. Maybe the information is wrong on Google. I don't know. Let's get up here. But inside here, to be honest, it reminds me a bit of a Romanian castle or a Romanian fort. Not like Asia, but the green lawn here, so nice. Let's get over there. And the defense wall from back in the days. We have got the cannons here. Heavy cannons to defend the island of Penang. And that thing over there, it looks like a bunker. Probably what I just realized again is there is no entrance fee for the fort. I think this is, if you want to take a guided tour, they can give you more information about that place, because this is already the outside wall. In this fort there are many cannons. In 1808 there were 17 cannons laid in the fort. The English authority had taken these cannons from pirates who invaded the monarchy of Johor, which was under the rule of the Dutch. In 1871 the British seized 29 types of weapons, and one of them was the 3 Rambay cannon. Alright, and this looks like a bunker. Gonna check that out now. Couple of moments. Oh yeah, another bigger cannon here, and a lot of locals and residents probably enjoying their time there at the shore. There is a guy fishing as well, and look at all the details here. This looks like, I'm not sure, no, it's not Arabic, so I have no clue. Very nice. Alright, let's get down again. Alright, that is the gunpowder magazine. This place was used to store explosive. Alright. In pillbox shaped design with thick walls, it was meant to minimize damage in the event of an explosion. Alright, that's what I spotted before, because the walls are quite thick. It looks massive, it looks heavy, so that was the reason for building that place back in the days. And we have got the food trucks here, which you will also find back in Europe, not during the winter, but during the warmer season of the year. People like to spend their time outside. But I mean, if it's very warm, hot here all year round, so there's plenty of time to enjoy. And that building over there is the Penang Malay Chamber of Commerce. I don't know if this is still functioning nowadays, but it also looks pretty rundown comparing with the beautiful pure and white clock tower we have got there next to it. And those are rail tracks, also from the past, which I just left there to keep the memories and the history more interesting. And those are kind of chambers or bunkers. Let's see if we can get down there. Hopefully there is any signpost with information written on it. Unfortunately not. I have no clue what kind of function that had back in the days. To store goods, to store weapons, or to protect themselves during the wars, defending against the attackers. Anyways, I think this is pretty much of the fortress. There is not much more to see here. Probably if you're taking a guided tour, you get all the information. Look at that old wagon, which is falling apart, unfortunately. So now we are on the rooftop of the chambers down there, with a nice view to that palace over there. To be honest, there is so much history here, and this place, after one day staying here, I think it's really worth visiting. Not like back in Langkawi, where actually was nothing to see. I mean, there's waterfalls, tropical landscape, tropical trees, and all that stuff, but come on, you can see that elsewhere in Asia. There's no reason to go there just for that. But I think this is pretty much it, guys. Gonna get out of the fortress and see what else there is to discover at the beautiful island, or at the interesting island of Penang.